How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and exceptional day. It's been a minute that I've used Zoom, but I said, you know what, life is too short, so let's keep it simple and let's get it crack-a-lacking, as they say. All righty. So we live in a time frame where, like I said, every generation loves to talk trash about the youth, and they like to say that the youth is crazy, and of course the illustrious media, whether it's Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, or your local news station, they always love to point out the bad and the ugly, especially when it comes to major metropolitan areas, especially when it comes to a lot of even times Black youth. Um, so there are great things that are happening in all communities, especially the Black community within the United States of America. And this story that I came across the other day, usually I have a photo of the individual I'm talking about, but the article that I read today did not have a specific photo. It had a video background. So I was like, hey, I have the background in a beautiful city known as Los Angeles, or for the Los Angelinos. But anyways, it's that time of the week, family, where I love to highlight Black-owned businesses throughout the entire world, not just the United States. Today, I take you back to the great city of brotherly love known as Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Philly, Italy, Philadelphia. Every older generation just loves to count out the younger generation, especially nowadays in the height of the information age. Now, the 9-year-old Keith Williams of Philadelphia has his own lawn care business, 9 years old, making money moves already. I love it. And he stated that, I don't know that I would actually be making my own money for once, but because I used to stay in the house and play video games all the time, which is probably one of the craziest things in today's world, because my generation did that, but not to the extent that this generation, because this is the last two generations that are coming up now. They, after my generation, the millennial generation, technology is all they know. Like you take the video game away from them, you take the cell phone away from them, it's the end of the world. I remember seeing a video where, and I think this is in Buffalo, New York, where when the woman took the cell phone away from her son, he like busted up the toilet, he busted up the sink, busted up the whole apartment. So that was crazy. But anyways, I digress. And now Mr. Williams is learning one of the most important games of life, since he loves to play video games, known as the economic game. The article stated that the lifestyle Williams was most looking forward to for after finishing the third grade wasn't playing, wasn't owning his own lawn care business, but things took a turn when his Xbox controller broke yet again. He stated that, I decided to make some money, so I decided to start a lawnmower business. With his father's help, Mr. Williams produced flyers, his father, and distributed them throughout the entire Roxborough neighborhood of Philadelphia, but the hyper local summer lawn care service spread beyond a couple of blocks. And it's like I always say, family, that when families operate like a corporation throughout this beautiful nation, that's when you truly understand how the economics of it all works in the United States of America. All right. When people are putting their skill sets together, paychecks together, mindsets together, credit together, buying real estate together, opening businesses up together, that is the American dream. That is the American way. And don't let anybody else tell you anything new, anything outside of what I just said, because that's just what it is. But because a lot of people still have this leave it to beaver mindset, and that's a dying thing, where the father just works, and the mother and the father works, and everything's going to be they pull themselves up by their bootstraps, and that's going to be all she wrote, and you're going to say tip tip and shitty, and everything should work itself out. But that is not the reality. I don't care what state you live in. Passing down life insurance policies, passing down real estate, passing down businesses, okay? Families utilizing each other's credit so that they can open up businesses and open up more and buy more real estate properties and whatnot. That is the American way. Doesn't get more American than that from an economic standpoint, because you live in a capitalist country. So if you're not capitalizing on anything, you are playing the economic game wrong, regardless who's sitting in the White House, governor's house, mayor's house, or in Congress. All right. Always got to get that one out there, because I'm from the DMV area where it all goes down from the political nonsense standpoint. So, and I've seen it no matter what administration's in office, whether you like them or you don't like them, the economic move is going to remain the same, and that's the only game that I want to play. And this young man is playing it, so this is the main reason why I'm talking about it. All right, cool. So I'll leave it at that. But anyway, someone ended up posting the flyer on Facebook, and then the flyer went viral. Said the father of the young man, Keith Williams. Mr. Williams also stated that he has been driving his son around every day after 5:30 and on Saturdays and Sundays on all his jobs. And in little time, Williams made enough money to buy a new Xbox controller and then some. But he didn't stop working there. He wants to save money for college. He said, citing he would like to go to MIT as a top choice for university. He wants to be a computer engineer because he wants to build an app for people like himself who wants to start lawnmower businesses. In addition to saving money, Williams is happy to be meeting neighbors like Claire Ritchie, and this young man has a boatload of success written all over him for real, family. She stated that, I wish I had his ambition and personality when I was 9 years old. I could not agree with that statement more. His neighbor stated that you don't see this anymore. Like, when we were growing up, we were doing this all the time, selling lemonade, selling candy, cutting lawn, shoveling snow. And this is real talk. And heck, even when I was a child, I would go door to door trying to get money, shoveling snow, when it's snow, cutting grass, moving stuff for people. Being broke was something that I could never afford to be, like the rapper Royce the 5'9" said. Once school starts again, the young man thinks that he will pivot to leaf blowing or snow shoveling, ironically, to contribute to his college fund. So he'll add those two things to his landscaping business. But in addition to becoming a computer engineer, he also wants to become a good father. Now, these goals aren't only great, but they are achievable all at the same time. And obviously, he wants to be a good father because he has a good father. So that is what's up. The article ended on this note stating that, with the young man stating, my dad plays a very important role with that, and he never stops trying to make money and provide for me, he stated. And he says, I also want to be like that for my future kids in the future. Anyone in the Roxborough, Manayunk area of Philadelphia who's interested in Keith's summer lawn care business services can contact him at his phone number is 282-1446. Once again, phone number is 267-282-1446, and his email address is Keith's Lawnmower Service at gmail.com. I will spell it because it's Keith's Lawnmower Service at gmail.com. Keith, KeithLawnmowerService at gmail.com. Keith's Lawnmower Service. All right. So now, do the great TV things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day. And as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live like a fool. Take care.